All right, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video and welcome back to a new topic to discuss. So in today's video, we are going to go through how to calculate your macros to cut. Very first thing you need to calculate your macros is you need to know your weight. So if you have a scale at home, go weigh yourself. I know that a lot of people, if you don't have a scale at home, it's going to be hard to weigh yourself because you don't have access to it unless you can go buy one at a store. That's great. But I have my notepad right here, a pen, and a calculator, and a power crunch bar. To start off, we're gonna go off my numbers. So I'm gonna be the test dummy in this equation because no one else is here. Right now, my body weight is 192 pounds. So I weigh 192 pounds right now. So what we're first gonna do is we're gonna multiply this by a scale, all right? So we're gonna multiply by a scale from 14 to 16, all right? So 14 meaning that you're not very active, 15 you're moderately active, and 16 meaning that you're very active. I'm gonna personally choose 14. I am active, but last year when I first started to cut, I was choosing 14, so I'm not gonna not choose 14 this time. And it's just like an easier number for me because it's like kind of more aggressive, which I kind of like. 14 times 192, that equals 2,688, and that would be 2,688 calories. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna make a decision to decrease 300 or 500 calories from this number because this number is our maintenance calories. So since I'm already deep into my diet, I wouldn't be doing this right now because I still have macros to hit. Let's act like this number is the start of our diet. So let's say we're gonna go 500, all right? So let's hit 500 and do 2688 minus 500. And that gives us 2,188 calories. So our cutting calories would be 2,188. Now what you need to do is you need to figure out your macros, and macro stands for macronutrients, and there's 3 of them. There's protein, fats, and carbs, and we're gonna go in that order. So starting with protein. So the protein scale is from 0.75 a gram to 1.25 grams of protein, and that's per pound of body weight. So I'm pretty much in the middle, so I just go 1, and I just take 1 times my body weight, so it'd be 1 times 192. And then legit 192 is your number for grams, so it'd be 192 grams of protein that you need. But if you're a little overweight than what you would want to be, like if you're at a higher body fat percentage, I would probably recommend that you do 0.75 grams of protein. And if you're like pushing more towards the show, like you're shredded, you're lean as hell, you're about to step on stage, then it'd probably be 1.25 grams of protein. So we have our protein up here. We're keeping all our track of everything up here. Fat is kind of similar like protein. There is a scale and there's a body weight multiplier. So the scale for fats is 0.3 to 0.4, and I'm going to explain what the 0.3 and 0.4 mean. So 0.4 is you love fats. You can't get enough of all these fatty foods. You love peanut butter every day. Oh my God, I'm gonna smash a freaking tub of peanut butter, right? Let's say that we're over here. You're gonna have less carbs in your diet, right? But 0.3, you love carbs, and like carbs are life, all right? So like you can't live without eating a shit ton of carbs. That's gonna be the 0.3 number. And I actually am more to the carb side, so I'm more 0.3 than I am 0.4. You can start in the between, which is like the whatever stage of like, I don't care, like give me like an even amount. But I actually prefer to start with 0.3, which because I love carbs, like I can't get enough carbs, and I think it's a better energy source than fats. So let's take my body weight 192 times 0.3, and that gives us 57.6 grams of fat. Literally all we had to do to calculate fat, you just take your body weight times the scale number of your choice. So we have 57.6 grams of fat, and I don't like that number, so we're gonna do 58 grams of fat. Moving on to your carbs. So this is the trickiest macro to figure out just because it takes the longest, but I'm gonna break it down so it's super easy and you understand it. First, you're gonna take your diet calories that we subtracted the 500 from your maintenance for, and you're gonna take your proteins and fats, and you're gonna multiply them by certain numbers. This is what I wanna explain to you first. So how many calories in each of these macros is very important in figuring out carbs. So protein has 4 calories per gram, carbs has 4 calories per gram, and fats has 9 calories per gram. And that's very important for what we're about to do. So what we need right now is our diet calories, which was our 500 minus our maintenance calories. And we need to take protein, right? Our protein number, so that was 192. And we're gonna multiply that by how many calories per gram. Like I said, it's 4. So 192 times 4, that takes us to 768, all right? And that number is gonna be calories. 768 is calories. Now we're gonna take our fat, which was 58 times 9, because there's 9 calories per gram in fat, and we're gonna get 522 calories. Remember, both of those are calories. Now you see the common denominator, we got our maintenance calories, and now we have 2 numbers of separate calories. So we're gonna take those 2 numbers that we just figured out from protein and fats, and we're gonna add them. So 768 plus 522. Basic math, but I'm using the calculator because I use my resources, guys. And we get 1,290 calories. So now, here's where our diet calories come in play. We're taking our diet calories, which are 2188, minus, we're subtracting 1,290 calories, which is what we just calculated. And that's gonna give us 898. Now, that is not your carb number, all right? There's one more step that you have to do. That'd be a wild carb number. It'd be carb day every day. We love carbs, so that would be appreciated, but it can't be done. So now we're gonna take the number 898 and we're gonna divide that by 4 because there's 4 calories per gram of carbs. And that number gets us 224.5. And I'm gonna keep the 0.5 because it's the middle of it. 224.5 carbs that we are allowed to have. So as of right now, you can see in the top, we have 192 grams of protein, 58 grams of fat, and 224.5 grams of carbs. And that is at a whopping 2,188 calories. Not a lot, but you see, I'm already at my point where I'm dropping a lot. So this number actually is almost exactly where I'm trying to hit every day. Right now, I'm trying to hit 2,180 calories. So you can see how it's really close. But as you go along, you have to remember that you're gonna keep decreasing because you're gonna keep losing weight. So every single 6 to 7, I'd say, pounds you lose, I would say do these equations again to figure out your new macros, because it does change up on you and it can catch up to you if you do not change them. But like I said, if you're very active, your numbers will be very different from mine. These are the numbers that I chose. This is what I'm working with. It's very beneficial. It will help. I mean, like, you will see results, especially if you're training like super hard and you've been training, like you're training for a show or something. Like, this is very simple. This is probably the easiest way to track macros, what I just did. It's very simple. I feel like a lot of people use this. This is how I was taught how to do it. But yeah, it's basic, just like that. So it's very quick. Like, that took us what, 10 minutes? And that was just because I'm shooting a video. Like, I could have done that in like 4, maybe 2. And I had a calculator, so you know what time it is. Can't have one of these talks without eating a Power Crunch bar. Yo, how sick would it be if Power Crunch like sponsored me? They would never sponsor me. But these are so good. Ready? Let's get this. Ready? So tasty. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope it was helpful for you. This is how I learned how to track my macros, and I'm hoping that this will help you learn how to track your macros. If you could do me a favor and like this video and hit the subscribe button and turn on those notifications, because we'll have more videos coming out very soon. That'd be great, guys. I really appreciate it. Peace out.